What's going on, my beautiful people from YouTube? Guys, we're going to keep it simple today. None of that 1, 2, 3 stuff. We're just going to keep it real simple. We're going to talk about Liti Capital. And yes, a little less than 2 months ago, I told everybody about Liti, where you could have bought it for a penny. And now it's 4x that. So you could have made 400% of your money. That's all great. Nothing to boast about myself. It's research, right? You find something that you think is worthwhile and you look into it. That's exactly what Liti Capital is. And we can sit here and talk about money, how you're going to get a bunch of money back when you're investing in this company because of the way they're structured and how it's an equity token, just like a stock. But beyond all of that, this is what I tell you all the time. Who is behind a project? Who's actually leading this stuff? Like, that means so much. You could tell me a person and say, this person's doing a project about whatever. And I would say, I'm all in. Because at the end of the day, in my opinion, that is the most important thing when it comes to a project, is knowing who's behind it. And you can go on and see what they're all about on the news, but you know how we like to do it here. We want to know who people really are deep down. We want to ask questions that matter to you and I. Like, if you sat across the table from somebody, you're not going to ask them, well, what's your portfolio look like? What's your market cap? Like, no. Who are you? What do you care about? Why in the world are you doing this? And that's exactly what I did with David Kay. I want to cut this, to this interview that I just did with him. And it's a follow-up because I actually had a chance to talk to him and Jonas a little while back, like I was saying, just about 2 months ago. And you'd think people change when things are going well because they might boast and be all proud. Yeah, you're not going to get any of that here. But I'll let you see that for yourself. And before I do that, if you wouldn't mind smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm, actually, let me do it this way here. Hang on. Got it?
Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below.
All right, you heard him. That's what you got to do for the YouTube algorithm. It makes a big difference as far as the channel goes. You all know that. Leaving that comment down below. If you got any questions, let us know. So we're here for, if you want to join the Discord channel and get connected there as well, we'd love to have you there. But let's get right into it. Well, David, welcome back. I mean, I had you on the channel over a month ago, and I don't know why in the world you agreed to actually talk to me. The channel had 200 some odd subscribers, and why did you? Yeah, let's start there. Why did you agree to talk to me in the first place?
What do you mean? Let's start with thanks for having me back. I really appreciate it. I think I said on the last one that you would have to have me back, so maybe you just feel bad. Why? Look, Victor, I saw something in you and your channel from day one. Anything that Liti Capital has done or is doing, we couldn't do without you. I'm on your channel, whenever you want me. This is the interview I've been trying to have since 7:30 this morning.
Yep, that was 4:30 for me.
I actually, yeah. Breaking my agreement with CNBC by being on here. I had to give them a 24-hour exclusive video interview. So,
wow.
Yep, that's the love I have for you, man.
No, nobody's gonna know about this except the internet. Don't worry.
as long as you just keep it at the internet, it's fine.
No, it won't go beyond the internet. I promise.
Perfect.
I promise. I'm not going to be putting it on any VHSs.
I trust you.
I mean, the reason why you've been so busy, it's because there's a lot of stuff going on right now with Binance and everything else that's been happening. And I've kind of, hinted at, hey, there's something big coming. There's something big coming. But now that it's finally here, I'm really glad you making a little bit of time to come on and talk to me about what's been happening. And I think before you tell me about what's happening, why is this even important? Why does this matter? Why did you go after something of this size?
Yeah, I mean, look, we didn't go after it, and I didn't go after it. This happened, right? This stuff, this type of wrong is happening in the world, and the reality is that having us, what we do at Liti Capital is we provide people who have horrible things like this that happen to them the ability to stand up and fight back. I mean, Victor, the best part of my day today is all the one-off texts and tweets and telegrams of people saying that they didn't know what to do. They were just walking away. They had given up. on getting the money back and how happy or appreciative or thankful they are that they have the opportunity to stand up and be heard. And you've known me for, it seems like forever now. But that's why I'm here, right? I have a fiduciary duty to make money for my token holders, and I will. But that doesn't have to be mutually exclusive from doing the right thing. I mean, my favorite part about this whole thing is, do you know who's funding this defense of the community? The community is funding the defense of the community. Every time somebody buys a token, that money doesn't go to my pocket, doesn't go to Jonas's pocket. It goes to fund these actions. And I'll tell you what, if and when we make money off this, right, and we give that out to people, that's going to come from doing good for all of the people that got hurt. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, it's weird to think about it. It's a win-win literally all around, and it's all within the blockchain space. I mean, it's, the blockchain people helping blockchain people kind of get back on their feet. I mean, this is incredible that we're able to actually have this type of impact, because until now, honestly, it's just been one of those, like, who do you turn to? Like, who are you going to call? That's honestly the way so many people feel about it right now. And, as soon as I learned about Liti Capital, I'm like, I need to figure more out about this. This is like not just some random project. This is the real deal.
Yep.
So how do you and Jonas meet?
So, it's a good try. There's a rule about the question of how Jonas and I met. And the answer is, I'm not allowed to say anything about it. Only Jonas is permitted to reveal how Jonas and I met. It's a part of the lore. One day, I don't know what it's going to take to get him to spill the beans on that, but I just hope I'm there for it.
I already tried, asking him. I just figured I'd give it a shot on this way too. That's the only reason I bring it up.
There's a half a second where I actually started talking, and I was like, "Oh no!" I'm sorry about the lighting, by the way. It's like super dark where I am. I'm like hiding in a corner, so the viewers know. I literally just had to kick my wife out of this little area to make sure that we had some time to do this. I'm really excited to be here.
Well, I'm sure she's thrilled about all the time you've been spending talking to reporters and going on live national television, right? I mean, that's what's been happening.
Yeah, it's been great. I told my kids, and they were like, "Are you coming swimming?"
It's so funny when you tell.
I was like, "No," and they were pissed. So yeah.
It's like the priorities are very different depending who you are, right?
No upside there.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're here. We just got this thing announced about the Binance, claim that's happening, and we're trying to get people out. I want to make sure, this is important to me personally. What should people do if they had an issue with Binance, if they weren't able to cash things out when they were supposed to, if they were, trading futures and all of a sudden they're blocked? What can they do?
What do they have to do? You got to go to BinanceClaim.com. BinanceClaim.com. You guys, you got to understand, it takes less than 5 minutes. It is so simple and so easy to sign up. It doesn't cost you anything out of your pocket. There's no risk to you. Liti, the community is covering all of the costs, all of the risk. All you got to do is take 5 minutes and sign up. I mean, we're here for you guys. We're here for it.
I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't want. It's not gonna come. Nothing's gonna happen if I do this. Like, what do you have to say for the people that are just like, yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. Like, nobody wins these things anyway.
Still worth 5 minutes. It would be my first answer. My second answer is, anybody who tells you that they never lose is absolutely lying. So can I tell you that there's 100% chance that we're going to win? Of course not. But I like our odds. I like where we sit.
So tell me about odds. Like, I know that most people don't realize this, but you've been a part of a bigger fund than this one. And
Yeah,
how's that turned out for you?
much bigger, much bigger, almost over $1 billion. It turned out well. It turned out well for me. I've been very lucky. I feel very blessed.
Then why did you come back? Why was you in the world? Like, you're lucky, you're great, you did wonderful over $1 billion, and now you're in a corner of your house hiding away from everybody else so you can take a YouTube interview? Like, what's
Yeah,
going on?
yeah. Glutton for punishment, insanity. I don't know. I don't know. No, look, I look. The truth is that part of it is that I love it, right? I love my family. I love my kids. They are my first love. But they're not my only love, right? And that's okay too. I love helping. I was telling you about the messages, right? That matters to me. Giving back matters to me, and I think for this, I always got upset and fought with my previous partners. I hated the fact, I've told you this before, my parents couldn't invest in my fund, right? My siblings couldn't invest in my fund, and it drove me crazy, right? I'm out there, I'm a manager for People's Capital. I'm helping the little guy fight the big guy to give all the money to a different big guy, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with people who have money, right? We need them in Liti Capital too. There's totally okay. But having the opportunity to also be there for the little guy, for him or her or they or them to make money in the same way that large institutions. I mean, that was almost it. And then with scam busters, the 5 to 10%, I was like, I'm in, I'm in, I'm in. Sign me up. You got me. You
And
got
it's
me. And
it's
and I'll
crazy,
tell you,
yeah.
sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but the
No,
crazy thing is the Binance case came through a scam busters email. Right? I mean, that's how it happened. Somebody knew, right? They saw, they looked, and they sent an email. And here we are.
And I mean, I think this has been happening for a while where people just don't have a way, anywhere to turn. And I heard one of the stories in regards to somebody, part of this whole group, that it's not just wealthy people that are losing money when it comes to specifically Binance. Like, there's people who don't have much, but their little is a lot to them, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a guy in India who lost $250, and that was his life savings. He's been working for years and years and years to earn that money for his family, and it just disappeared. I mean, it just disappeared. I don't even understand the argument on the other side. I mean, you're sitting there. It's not like they were afraid of market risk. They were willing to take the market risk, but you worked your whole life to invest in something that fails. You had proof of the fact that it failed,
Yeah.
and nothing. That's it. So sad, too bad. From $1 billion company that's supposed to be the beacon of light in the industry. It's not right. And by the way, we're not anti-Binance. I am not anti-Binance, right? I would not want to be judged on the worst mistakes that I have made, because I have made some pretty horrible mistakes, but I admit them. I try and fix them. And I think that that's what's incumbent for Binance to do now. I hope they do.
Yeah, no, like, stories like that just breaks my heart, man. Like, at the end of the day, like, that's one of the reasons I'm doing what I'm doing, is to be able to share good things with people, to be able to try to bring a little bit of light into what's sometimes in the blockchain space pretty dark. It's people scamming one another. It's people
Yeah.
just taking advantage of one another and not caring it exactly for the little guys. So this has been honestly a light in my crypto world, and it's the reason why I wanted to jump in head first when it came to Liti Capital, because I saw not only what the product, what the project can do, but the people who are involved in it. Between you, Jonas, Andy, like, it's just incredible to see the dedication to the holders, to the token holders, to the blockchain space, even to be able to reach out and try to do more than's been done in the past. I think that's a huge deal. And believe me, it does not go unnoticed. And I think that I've said this before. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. I think
Me too.
people are just going to start learning about what Liti Capital is all about. So what's next?
Yeah,
So
me too. Me too. Look, I'll tell you, one thing for all the Liddy holders out there that are watching this, guys, I do want to say one thing. We are Liti Capital. We are not shitcoin A or shitcoin B. Okay? We are Liti freaking Capital. Okay? It's different. It's just different. It always has been, and it always will be. And I just want to make sure that people keep that in mind throughout this ride, right? This roller coaster ride. Just remember, it's different. This company is different. What's next? Well, I'm going to eat for the first time in the last 24 hours. I got woken up with my first emergency of the day at like 4 a.m. my time. And look, the truth is that we're just going to keep doing what we have been doing, right? We're gonna go out. We're gonna tell people who we are. We're gonna hope that people in the community trust us to be stewards of their capital. We're gonna take that capital and we're gonna invest it in cases like Binance, and we're gonna make money on that money, and then we're gonna give it back to the people who trusted us with the capital. That's the kind of company we are. It's the kind of company we are always going to be. And, that's when I wake up in the morning, I think about one thing. What can I do to increase the value for Liti token holders? And when I go to sleep at night, same thing. That's it. That's the beginning, middle, and end.
talking about giving value back, like I had a conversation and somebody was like, wait, how much are they giving back exactly? Like I actually had to explain this. I don't know if people understand how much it actually goes back to the holders. Like, what does that breakdown look like?
80% goes back to the holders. I mean, you think people were excited about this? I mean, wait till people have something in their wallet that actually sends them money. I think people will really enjoy that. I'm very, very much looking forward to the first time that we complete a case and that we send our token holders some money. Look, that's how I make money too, right? I mean, I'm a token holder.
Yeah, and everybody on the channel knows that I'm a token holder too. Like that first time that we talked, I showed everybody, hey, I'm buying in pre-sale. Here's my wallet.
I remember that video.
And
like, I think it was like $50, right?
No, I did 500.
$500. So
Yeah.
smart. Oh, so smart.
Yeah. And
so smart.
I don't want to touch that at all. Like I just want to keep it like this was 500 and now it's over 2,000. Like that's what I'm doing with it because that's where we're at.
Can I tell you? It really it is just the beginning. There's no guarantees, but I am lucky enough to have been a part of a number of successful businesses. Jonas has too, and this is what it feels like. And this is just the team that we have, the people who are around us, where we are. I mean, I think one of the most important things in the crypto community, sadly, is a question of legitimacy. And I think that, after what we've accomplished in the last 2 months, I mean, we're not talking about 2 years. We're talking about 2 months, right? I think that people should understand that, look, my perspective, you shouldn't put your full bag anywhere. Not appropriate. Okay. Anyone who tells you to put their full bag with them, run the other way. But some part of your bag, that part that you want to go to sleep at night knowing isn't going to go to zero, that part that you want to know that there is a real company behind doing real things, I hope that it's beyond a reasonable doubt that we are one of those places.
No, for sure. And I think, it's proved Liti Capital has proven itself even in just these 2 short months. And it's kind of crazy. Like with Coach K, you said 48 hours and then 24 hours later, hey, we got the guy. It's like, oh, it's going to take 2 years for us to get there. And it's like, if you look at the roadmap, I don't know who wrote that roadmap, but I mean, you guys are giving yourself a lot of room for error. You're just blowing through it.
Under promise, over deliver.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. It's really exciting. Usually it's like, oh yeah, we're going to delay mainnet. We're going to delay this. We're going to delay that. Like, and this has been the exact opposite. And I don't know, personally speaking, as far as the channel goes, I really appreciate it because it gives me credibility that I'm actually doing my research and, looking at the right things. And like I tell everybody, number one, it's a team. It's who's behind the project itself. Yeah. And with the successful team Liti Capital has, like, that was like I didn't have to look at anything else, but I did. And it was just so amazing to realize the people that are on this team. So I'm super excited to be a part of it.
Thanks, man. I mean, look, I don't know if you noticed, but I sneak on your shows all the time. I think I got spotted last night. I had my real name. But anybody who is looking for a voice that they can trust in this space should be absolutely watching your show.
No,
show is that what we call it? YouTube show? What's the right nomenclature? I was going to say podcast, but
it's a YouTube channel, right? Like
a YouTube channel.
You can leave it at that. Leave it at that.
Yeah, they should be a YouTube channel. They should watch you wherever you are. Just watch you.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for that view and that like and that comment. It always goes a long way. Oh, this is going to be a first. Can you tell the viewers to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below? Like that would be great for the channel. Coming from David K.
Can you like, subscribe, and I forgot already what I'm supposed to say. Like,
smash the like button.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the channel.
Got it. Okay, I got it now.
Got it.
Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below.
Oh, that's going to go right at the beginning of the video. People are going to love it. But hey, David, honestly, thank you. Thank you. It's been a pleasure to work with you guys and to just be a part of this. I mean, this is a wild ride with everything that's going on and like the pushback that we get from the other side. Because, I mean, we get scammers coming into the Telegram group trying to scam people at Liti Capital. Like, they're all obviously like working against us. As your friend doing everything in their power to like undo what we're doing.
Yep. Yeah, no, look, I mean, the only thing I can tell people is BinanceClaim.com. That's it. That's my end word. Doesn't matter even what we're talking about. BinanceClaim.com. And smash the like button, subscribe, leave a comment below.
It'll be in the description, guys. If you need that link, it's going to be in the description. I'll make sure to put it right up top so you guys can ask it and can get right to it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, David.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Take care. I don't know about you, but I get pretty excited when I can see somebody really mean what they say. To be able to hear them months later and say, oh, would you look at that? They actually follow through. It's the reason why I'm involved with Liti Capital. It's the reason why I bought early on and I'm still holding and I'm not letting go of my tokens. It's because it's a project I do believe in. It's a project that I see the longevity on. And we're going to ride this out because there's a lot more profits to be made. And I'm actually really excited to know that the money that I'm putting into this thing is actually helping other people on the blockchain. That's what I always talk about. What are you doing with your money? Money's amoral, guys. Like, it doesn't matter how much money you have. You can be a terrible person with very little money. You can also be a great one, even when you're, making a ton of it. So make the decision for yourself. What are you going to do next? And I'll leave it here. So thank you so much for watching the channel, for sticking around with us, and we'll see you on the next one.